All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially live here for you all. Welcome, everybody, rookies and fans alike. Welcome to this rookie breakdown we have for you all. I am Big Papa Jeff Varyu, and joining me below here on StreamYard, not in the duck corner, but just right below me. He's not the bottom bitch today, but he's going to be my partner for today. He is Sandy, the Sandman Robinson. Sandy, how you doing today?
I'm always the bottom bitch, buddy. You know what? I'm doing okay. I'm really excited about this rookie draft. I love how we're doing it because this is going to be really fun considering football season just started, hockey season is just around the corner, baseball playoffs are just about to start. So doing this rookie draft, put them in their in their respective triple threat matches. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to pick people, and then we're going to discuss each matchup and see who we think is going to pull out ahead of that one. But this was a great idea, and it was your idea. So it was your idea to do it this way, and I appreciate that very, very much. Let's have some fun. This is going to be great.
Well, I can't take credit for the entire thing. I mean, I'm kind of like the kid at like the school project who kind of like puts his name on the top paper and like, hey, I like gave everybody cookies for this entire process. I get an A by default, but no, this entire thing was all your creation right now. You can see I have like Windows notifications coming up and everything. Don't worry about that, y'all. But yeah, so the idea that we were going to do, you came up with this idea for this big tournament for both rookies and veterans, and I kind of like spitballed, and I'm like, instead of like trying to figure out all these matchups, why don't we just put it up to fate? Let's make this random. Let's make this chaos because everybody's excited. All the rookies are excited. I mean, looking at this roster of people, we got some. I think we got some potential future competitors in here, some potential winners, even potential champions.
So
go for it.
So yeah, you're absolutely right. And one of the reasons the list of rookies got so big was because we've had so many new players join the league in the last 6 months, and giving them, and then, most of them joined. We were already in the midst of our push to the end of the season, the championship matches. So we were really embroiled in that tournament at the end of last season. So they didn't really get a shot other than in Classic. And, shout out to Jay Burns and Cameron Holtzman, Jay doing it already, Cameron adding an extra day so people could play more and do that. And it was one of the reasons why we have so many of these rookies, so many people that were on our playlist from last season that won their 2 matches, or won their 1 match in Classic that just didn't get a chance to get in there. So what I ended up doing, and I know that the Nazario's out there, and I'm just going to talk directly to him too. Yeah, you know what? Rookies are set up not because of length of play, but also because of records and their play amongst the other leagues. I take everything into consideration when I think of the skill of a player, not just how they've done or haven't had a chance to do in Full Metal. So we came up with 24 rookies, and the only way to get through all of those rookies in a really decent amount of time, it's still going to be a decent long tournament, but I had to get as many players in there. So the first round of the rookie tournament is going to be all triple threat matches, and then each winner from that will then fill that right side of the bracket up, or left side, whichever side they're on, to match up with the veteran side. So that's what we're going to do now. We're gonna randomly spin wheeldecide.com and the enemy of all players in trivia, movie trivia, and we're going to randomly pick each matchup for the first round of this tournament. And it's going to be amazing.
And as we go along too, with each matchup, we're going to kind of give our 2 cents a little bit, just kind of like what we think about the matchup, who we may have like our fantasy pick be for that. But I think this is going to be fun. I can already see a lot of people in the comment section. I posted earlier. I'm like, who do you guys think is going to be like some of the big names. And Corey Morissette said Alan Shepard and Nick Carly are going to be two big ones to be on the lookout for. Nico Rigoli, he's saying Nick Carly and Bill Cariola. I'm going to say this right now, too. If I mispronounce anybody's last name, I apologize. I'm not very good at talking anymore. But yes, I think this is going to be this is gonna be a tournament right here. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. I think the rookies are just as strong as the veterans. This honestly can go anyway. But
there are some real big hitters in on the rookie side, and like you already mentioned, I've had the pleasure of playing Nick Carly in both geek and in regular trivia, and he's a great player. You look at somebody like Tim Brisgala, and like what he's been able to do in a short time in the fan leagues. Bill Cariola, has put up some big numbers, in his matches. There's a ton of people. Kurt Kalakowski is on here, and I mean, we've all seen what he can do. It's going to be a wide open field, but like I always say, and I'll continue to say till the day I die, on any given day, on any given set of questions, anybody can win this game. And so with triple threats, I tell people, you're not playing against two other people. You're playing against yourself. Play the game that you can play. Your strategy is your strategy. And you know what? We've all been victims of upsets. So let's see how she rolls out.
Yeah, I think we've done enough talking. Before we get into the actual matches, let's go down our roster really quick. So
yep.
For the rookie roster, also too, we forgot to mention too, the veteran side will get their chance too. We're going to do another one of these videos as well, but we have a match or two to kind of get set up for that date. But we will get to that later on down the road. But for right now, we're going to get the rookies set up and get this whole thing going. So our roster of rookies, we have we're going to have 8 triple threat matches in round 1. I think is what you said.
Yeah.
So 3 times 8, 24 players. Right there, 24 rookies that we got to get accustomed to. So going in no particular order, this is all randomly put into our fun little generator here. So we have, for our rookie roster, we have Emma McAllister, Andrew Barr, Jacoby Bancroft, Nazario Montenegro, Corey Quinto, Joshua Vasquez, Ryan O'Regan, Dustin Mason, Ethan Beller, Brandon Dunlap, Mark Kameyer, Corey Morissette, Nicholas Tuig, Sean Wasserkrug, Kurt Kowalkowski, Douglas Castle, Alan Shepard, Justin Latham, Tim Briscala, Cameron Holtzman, Jay Burns, Bill Cariola, and I just lost my train of thought, Nick Carly, and last but not least, Chris Doman. So you see our fun little wheel up at the top right here. I think it's not time to get our first matchup ready. I don't know about you, Sandy, but
you know what?
I'm getting excited.
I can't wait for this. So yeah,
all right.
Let's
so
get it
how it's going to work too? When their name is picked, it's going to be off the wheel, so we don't have to keep doing it. So Here we go for match number 1. Our first rookie is going to be Douglas Castle. I think he's already watching along in the stream. He's number 1 right now. Doug, let's find out who your opponents are going to be for this matchup. So we got Brandon Dunlap. Interesting.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay. And our final competitor for match number 1, we have
all right,
Justin Latham. Oh boy. So Doug Castle, Justin Latham, and I'm already blanking.
Brandon Dunlap.
Brandon Dunlap. Yep. Talk about a start.
that is going to be a match right there.
Holy shit.
There is all 3 of these guys know their stuff, and that's going to be a great match. Holy crap.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is going to be a one for the ages. It was already brought up. 2 of them recent classic winners. So this is already they're already fresh in their minds right now. So this is going to be oh man, who would I pick?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
This is going to be a close one, but I think I'm going to go Dunlap on this one.
You know what?
I think Dunlap's going to go with it.
And as much as I you know, Brandon and Justin both played great in their classic. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to say, I remember watching Doug's classic match. And when Doug played his classic match, it literally looked like he was just an absolute juggernaut in that one. So I'm going to say that this one, by the slightest of margins, that Doug will take this one.
I think this is going to be. I think this is going to be a match. Like this is going to be the match of the first round. I think this is going to be one of the best ones.
It could be.
I'll say, but we still have how many other players? I think they're still going to give us a great match. But you know what a way to start. So all right, here we go. Match number 2. We're going to get going now. Let's spin our wheel. Match number 2. We are going to have Nazario Montenegro, which, by the way, you will see a match with him coming out later today. Right after this video, you will see a match with him.
Nice.
Coming up.
I remember that match.
His second opponent is going to be Nick Carly. Interesting. And the final opponent for this matchup with Nick and Nazario, Andrew Barr.
Andrew,
oh, my God.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. Down.
Three Dynamite players. Dynamite players.
There is no question about that whatsoever. This is
this is the match of round 1.
I feel we're gonna say that for every single match. Exactly.
This is gonna be
Nick, you cannot get a respin.
Nick Carly, can I get a respin? Nope. No, because I honestly want to see how you do against Nazario and Andrew Barr. I mean, Andrew had a monster match against
I know.
Brian Michaels. I mean, that was such a good match.
It was.
But I'll say, but Nick too. I mean, like he's been slaying the freaking classic ring.
Well, and like I said, I played Nick, and it was a very, very close match. It came right down to it, and he's got it. But then Nazario, I mean, as much as he's on the rookie side, just based on his record, he is a veteran of this league, and he's been around and played a ton of matches. So, if he hits the right categories, if he hits the right movie and, the right movies in round 3, it's going to be really, really a tough match. But I can't even pick anybody for this match. This is a pick 'em for me. This is like, it could be either. It could be any of the matches.
If there was such thing as a 3-sided coin, I mean, like flip it. That's who the winner's going to be. I mean, like
it very much is.
I mean, at one point Nazario was like when you heard that name entering the ring, you quaked in your freaking boots right there. And that was just kind of like, oh man, I don't want to play him. But you know what?
Yeah.
Nick and Andrew for rookies are showing that they are here to play. And they are here to make names for themselves.
They are.
I have a pick, but by a very slim margin, and I think it's gonna be Andrew Barr.
All right,
slim margin. Carly and Nazario are gonna give him a run, and I think this match is gonna come down to it's gonna be Andrew with 1 point lead over the second place, and that over the third. It's gonna be a perfect sequential number.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that as your pick on that one. I'm actually gonna go with the chat right now, where both Andrew and Nick are saying that it's gonna come down to the wheel.
100%.
And I 100% agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. Whoever 100%. Gets the best spin on the wheel is going to is gonna have a good
this is gonna be
that's great.
All right, so we got 2 matches already down. We got 6 more matches to get going.
We do.
Let's keep it going. Match number 3, our first competitor is going to be Chris Doman. All right.
There we go.
Name
Skywalker himself.
Skywalker Doman is back in the ring. Here we go. His second opponent is going to be Jacoby Bancroft. Holy shit. I don't even want to know who this third one's going to be because this is going to be like a freaking wild card right now. And it is going to be, oh, god damn.
Holy crap.
Ryan O'Regan. Wow.
One member of the Riehards is in his match, and I do not envy any of these three players having to play each other. Jacoby has really improved his game since his first classic attempts. He's really jumped it up a whole lot and is, part of the reason why insert name here has been doing damage in other leagues all over the place. So not to discount Tony Heald because he's doing well too.
He is good too.
Exactly. So, Jacoby has like a real shot in this match. Ryan O'Regan, we already know, is a beast. We know he's a beast already. And
somebody's not scared though. Jacoby's sitting right here. Ryan O'Regan, that's a made up name.
That's great. I love you guys. You guys are great.
I love this chat.
That's a made up name.
Looking at this match, I've played Doman in the very early days in teams. I played against him, and he went perfect in round 1.
Yeah,
guy's good. He's really good. It's been a little while since we've seen him in here, but Russ, it's just it's not even. It's a little dust on the shoulder right now. I think he's gonna be doing a lot of good things here. But Jacoby and this is super tough.
You know what? I'm gonna jump off of what you said earlier. Yeah, it's been a minute since Chris has been active in Full Metal, but he's been playing in other leagues. So that rust that we're talking about, he's pretty much kicked that off already. So I think he's coming into this, and if I'm gonna pick somebody from this match, as much as I respect and fear the rest of the competitors that have already been picked, I really think that Chris Doman has a real good chance of getting all the way to the end of this bracket. So my pick by a very slim margin in this match is going to be Chris on this one.
I'm going to go based off of the second match, how I said this is going to come down to a sequential ending for points. But I'm going to go with Jacoby on this one, actually. I think Jacoby, when he played with his team match here, he went perfect in round 1.
Yep.
The numbers don't lie. And I think Jacoby has the stats I think he's got it. I think he could really tear up this bracket right here. I could see him going down to the final.
I 100% agree. I really do. As much as I pick one person and you pick the other person, I could totally flip-flop and be like,
Ryan O'Regan could even.
Ryan easily could win this match. So it's not. This is. Oh man, these matches are just crazy good right now. I know.
Bear with me for a second, guys. My kid's movie just stopped and I have to restart it.
That's okay, buddy. You go take that, and I
currently have a PlayStation remote in my hands right now.
There you go.
What is the chat saying right now? Let's see.
Cameron has joined us. Thanks, Cameron. He's both excited and scared to see how he goes against. Brian Michaels, who's on the veteran side, is talking on here, and
3 super strong players. He's going Jacoby though on this one. Yeah,
Jacoby prefers rusty players,
but he would not be surprised if any of them win. Jacoby prefers the rusty players, and Andrew Barr. Jacoby will create the perfect distract and pick up the loose points.
Yeah. It's like
Jacoby's too much of a wild card at this point, but
it's like it's like a presidential debate right now with it in the chat. It's like, yeah, no, he's the third party candidate, but he's going to steal some votes. He's going to steal some votes from us.
That's amazing. All right, three amazing matches are already booked up. Let's get that match number 4. Let's go back to our handy dandy wheel.
Nope.
All right, here we go. First competitor for match number 4 is going to be
oh, nice.
Set. All right. His second opponent is going to be Kurt Kowalkowski.
Big gun right there.
That's a big name. And the final name for this matchup is going to be Cameron Holtzman. Cameron Holtzman, Kurt Kowalkowski, and Corey Morissette for this one.
Wow.
Wheel of Fish is right. Wow.
Wow. That's an impressive match right there. Kirk has been destroying Classic every time he gets into it. Corey has been in almost every single Classic match that he's been in, including the ones that he's won. And I mean, like, Cameron runs Classic. So, and he's also picked up, his win in there as well. Listen, Kirk is stupid good. Like, he's stupid good. Like, he really is. I mean, just like listening to him. I mean, like, he had to fill in for somebody in a team match in the tournament last year, and even though it didn't go their way, I mean, he had no time at all to study, and he still put up good numbers. So, I mean, Corey and Cameron, you guys have got some work cut out for you. My pick in this match is going to be Kirk. But like I said, every other match, anybody can win this one. It's that good.
I mean, like, it says it right here. That's a matchup.
Yeah.
That's a matchup right there.
That's a matchup.
Cameron Holtzman. I was like, who's in this match? I've beaten Kirk in another league. I won't hesitate to do it again. That's some pretty big words from the rookie right here.
That's what I'd like to hear right there. Don't take our word for it. Don't take our picks for it. You guys stand up for yourselves. Throw out that gauntlet and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take them. That's what I love to hear.
But oh man, as far as picking a winner for this one, goddamn, I think it's really gonna come down to the questions, because their strengths vary across the board. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Kirk on this one. I think Kirk has the slight edge. I mean, Corey is really good. Corey has really shown he is nobody to sleep on. I think he's gonna be a sleeper hit, but Cameron, I mean, like, Cameron writes questions. If anybody has a good shot, he has a really good shot. But
and like Cameron said, like, he's already beaten Kirk in another league. So does that get inside Kirk's head when they face off head to head with this one, or head to head? I don't know. Does being the underdog, so far from Corey, does that, affect his game and put some more drive into him? That's the best part about this, is that we can make all the, the chat is going bananas and talking about it. What does that do to the competitors? Does it fire them up, or does it get them all freaked out and inside their own head? Who knows? But
it all changes. It all changes when the lights are on, and when you're in the ring. Yeah. Oh, what do you want, bud? I've been given crackers now, apparently.
Nice.
Yeah, you want crackers, kid? He's the real hero of this match, of this video right now. We got crackers, we got amazing matchups, and we got Mickey Mouse on the TV right now. Oh, there is a bloodbath in the chat right now, Andrew. This is
so good.
This is so good. Keep it up, guys.
Jacoby, you're right. Kirk is stupid.
Kirk is my mortal enemy, but
Kirk is my mortal enemy. That's right. It's so good. This is.
I love everything right now. This is such
Kirk is starting rivalries with everybody. That's great.
That's great. God. All right,
let's get to match 5.
Match number 5. Not many names left, but we got a lot of big names left yet still. And we just hit a big name, Corey Quinto, coming off of a hot win in his singles debut. That's a big name. His second opponent is going to be
wow,
Jay Burns.
Jay
Burns, the arsonist, is in the ring.
Yep.
And their final competitor for this match is going to be Dustin Mason. Whew. This one's going to be This one's going to be a lot of fun. I think on entertainment value, this is going to be the match right here. That's going to be fun.
All right, so let's just run it down. So Corey Quinto, he came into the league, he came into Classic like a shot of fire. He wanted to play in every single Classic match known to humankind.
Right up at the top, you see his name. He's ready. He's hungry.
Every single time he's right there. So yeah, he's hungry. He's driven. He wants the championship. He wants to get there. Then you got Jay. Jay is one of the most laid back, but intense individuals that I've ever met. I love him like a brother. He's just, and when he's on, he's on. And he could take out anybody. I mean, his forte is mostly inner geekdom stuff, but he's been showing some real strength in regular trivia. And I like you said before, I wouldn't sleep on Jay to begin with. And then you got Dustin. Dustin's another one of those guys that's got crazy amounts of knowledge and just hasn't been able to, from lack of being able to get into matches and just scheduling. He hasn't been able to put that, into practice. But with him and Dom Rizzi as part of Light It Up, they've put some wins together in the team leagues. So Dustin has got a really, really, really good shot at this. All three of them do.
Yeah. I mean, Brian Michael said it right here. People slept on Dustin in the Warzone tournament, and he destroyed everyone all the way to the semifinal match.
Yep, Brian's right.
You can't ignore that. You can't ignore the stats, and that's half of the problem with a lot of these matches. You can't ignore statistics from outside the league. But in the same breath, this is something new too. You got to kind of go in blind and go off of like classic matches in a way too. But this matchup, honestly.
It's gonna be a close match unless somebody just comes out of the gate fast.
Yeah.
And that could really demoralize the other two players. But I don't know.
If I was gonna pick somebody in for this match, I would go with Dustin. Actually, I think Dustin has shown that he is seasoned and I think he puts on a facade where he's fun and just lighthearted, but underneath that is somebody who's ready to strike and just ready to completely destroy you. Jay has shown that he is a very strong competitor. We've seen him go all the way to face Robert Parker for the Geek title, and he did a great job, I think, against him. And then you have oh my god, why am I blanking on the name? Corey Quinto, that's right. Corey has shown too that he is very, very hungry to get in this ring and to get up to the top. But will that get in the way though? Because I would say his debut, he stumbled a little bit out of the gate, but I think it was just first match jitters. But if I still had to go with that, I think Dustin's probably the best choice.
I'm actually going to go in a different direction. I think on pure knowledge, Corey and Dustin fight each other. But I think I'm going to go with the dark horse on this one. I'm going to go with Jay. I think Jay is going to surprise some people that it might not work, but I'm going to give it up to Jay. So what's going on in the chat now?
Jay thinks I'm lying when I talked about like how I think he's a great competitor. No, Jay, you're a great competitor, man.
Jay
simply is going down. A lot of people are saying Dustin. A lot of people are thinking that they're gonna be he's gonna be the winner. Right here, absolutely. I'm jealous of everyone in that study group. They work their asses off. They do. Everybody really works hard in that group they have. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a fun match. I think that if there was an entertaining match, this is going to be the one. I absolutely think this is going to be the match.
It very well could be, brother. I think it's
there. You go, guys. You guys have a standard to live up to now. So make me happy. All right, so we got five matches out of the way. We gotta get 3 more to go. Yep. Match number 6. Our first competitor is going to be. Whoop. Just on the nose, Mark Kameyer.
Nice.
All right. Good name off the bat. Number 2. Whoa. Okay.
Ooh.
Bill Carriola. And the final one for this one is going to be Sean Wasserkrug. Ooh. Talk about this is a game. This is a match of strategy, I think. Right here.
Yes, it is.
This one's gonna be. They have good approaches to this game. All 3 of them.
and they all have completely different strengths.
Mhm.
You know, like Mark and Sean are both younger guys. Bill's a little older, comes from my generation. You know, one of the guys that I would put neck and neck with, you know, given the slight edge to my best friend Jeremy on 80s knowledge, but just crazy. Like
Yeah.
crazy with that knowledge. But I mean, Mark really killed it when he played his match, and you know, when he played in Classic, and same with Sean. Like Sean is always there whenever he plays Clackies. He's always in that last grouping. I got to go with Bill on this one. I just got to go with Bill on this one. Just because I think he's just got a more well-rounded breadth of knowledge.
Ooh, man, this one's tough.
Yeah.
Because I love all three competitors and how they play, and I love how they approach it. Yeah, like as you mentioned, you know, Bill has the age on Sean, and oh god, why am I blanking on names right now? I literally just say, god damn it.
What are we looking at?
Sean and Mark. That's right. Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill has the age on them, but Sean and Mark though have shown that they are just.
Really good.
I think I'll say Jay brought it up right here in the chat. If Sean and Mark go to sudden death, it'll go to 15 questions. You know, it very well could, because like those two going head to head with each other, I think would go really, really interesting.
You're absolutely right. And what I love right now is Sean and Jay, or like Cameron and Jay, are in the chat right now, and they're both the Classic hosts, so they get to see these guys much more often than we do.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, I just go on the matches that I've watched and seen.
Mm-hmm.
So getting input from those guys is really important to this process. And he's right. You know, if Mark and Sean get to that end part there, you know, it could go all the way. But you could probably put all three of them in that category and say all three of them could go through sudden death question 15. So it's gonna be a good match.
This is gonna be a really good match. If I had to pick out of these three,
which you do,
yeah, I'd probably go Mark on this one. I think it's gonna be a tough one. I think Mark's got the slight edge that I think he could take himself above this one. So I think Mark would have the slight one. But
nice.
I think it's gonna be a real good one. So, all right, we got 2 matches left, so we're gonna spin our wheel one more time, because after this, there's only 3 people left, so that's obviously gonna be the final matchup then. So here we go, match number 7. Only got a couple names left, and we're gonna go Emma McAllister. All right, first one up, second one. Ooh,
Nicholas
Tuig. And our final competitor for this matchup is going to be Joshua Vasquez. Interesting indeed.
All right, this is a tough match. I mean, I'm going to tell you this right now. There are very few people out there that I know that study as hard and as long as Emma McAllister. Like, she studies all the time. She watches so many movies. I think she's had a lot of bad luck when it comes to, you know, her play. But I just don't think you can sleep on her in this match. And I mean, but like, you look at Nick and Josh. I mean, Joshua just, you know, had a great singles debut in Full Metal. You know, just barely losing in that match, and you know, and then Nick is a wild card. Some days he knows everything, and he's getting right answers all the way down to the end, and some days he's got blanks. Some days he's got spots that he's missing on. So I don't. If I'm gonna go out on a limb on this match, I'm gonna go with Joshua Vasquez on this one. But Emma, really, I think she's due. So it's gonna be tough. But I'm gonna throw it over to Josh this time.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as you in a way. You know, Emma, I think. Yeah, she if there's anybody who studies probably the most diligently, she is one of those people. She like out of all of anybody on the out of anybody on this roster, I think she's like one of the most that studies, the most diligent, and she had some bad luck in the past, but yeah, I think she can be due for something. I think she's going to turn some heads, and I think she's going to be one that is going to gain a lot of traction.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua Vasquez, I mean, seeing his match against Corey Quinto, I mean, those two went toe to toe. I mean, like, you know, and the fact that they're going to be a team, you know, is that's going to be an interesting rookie team to be on the lookout for.
Right.
But he's definitely got his knowledge, especially when it comes to animation. I think is one of his biggest strong suits.
Mm-hmm.
But then Nick Tuig is just that's gonna be like one of those names you're gonna remember.
Yeah.
And that's why I got to go with them. You know,
Okay.
every time I see him in the ring, you know, it's like the way I love the way he plays. I love his strategy. I love the fact that he just goes for it. You know, he's so good. Poor Jacoby. I despise Tuig because he has such a disarming, easygoing nature, but he knows his stuff.
Yep.
He puts on a facade in a way. Oh man. So yeah.
All right, so we are down to
one more match, and our name's on the wheel. We're gonna spin it anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. We have Tim Brascala going up against Alan Shepard, and last but certainly not least, who will it land on? Oh look, Ethan Beller.
Nice.
Wow.
That is
to
a
round
match right there.
to round out the first round. I'm
going to tell you this right now, Jeff. I'm going to tell you this. We have not rolled a match where there is somebody who is that dominant.
Nope.
That they're going to roll through it.
Because everybody be amazing, and that's the thing.
That's right. And that was the whole reason behind this, is that there was going to be no easy matches. Everybody was going to have to go in prepared. You couldn't just sit back and go, oh, hey, I just got to play this person and this person. Because if you sleep on anybody, if you give anybody no respect, you're out. Because anybody here can play good and get that win. So it's, yeah, I this match, wow. Ethan, Tim, and Alan. I remember Alan from when I was before Jay took over for me, when I was hosting of Classic, and Alan was there every single time. He played amazing every single time. Ethan as well has played great, and I know what type of skills he's got already. So you know, I'm looking forward to him, but I gotta go with Tim. I gotta go with Tim on this one. Tim he's just been so on for such a long time. And yeah, you can say that his primary strength is inner geekdom stuff, but if you see what stuff he's been able to do in Warzone, you know, he is no slouch. He is no slouch when it comes to that. And I don't even call him a sleeper in this one. He's not my dark horse either. I think that he's got this. But he's up against two really tough competitors. So it's, once again, who knows?
Again, this goes down to like that three-sided coin I keep always referring to, you know. Shepard has been, every time he's in a match, you know, he's there ready to go. And that's just like you can't argue that. I mean, like every time he's there, I mean, he's putting up serious points out of round one. But it all depends too on round twos, though. I mean, like that's like usually where we have to see like his real strengths come in. Tim, I mean, like we've seen what he's done over at Multiplex, and he has done amazing things over there, you know. And then, man, I mean, but Beller, goddamn. The only word I think of with him is accuracy. You know, like that, his accuracy rate is just fucking on the nail. It's just so good. And in a way, I can't bet against that. I got to go Beller on this one. You know?
All right. That's a good pick.
Fucking Jay in the match right now, as I'm referring to my amazing 3-sided die. Those are called dice.
Yep, I know. I saw that. Those are called dice.
God damn you, Jay.
Nice.
Yeah. But Brian Michaels brought up something good. Beller took out Jake. I mean, like, Jake Marangoni's he's not easy.
No, he's not.
I mean, as somebody who's played Jake, he is not easy. I beat him once in Classic, and that was moons ago, back before any of us even had hair on our chests. But that was, oh man, I think I think this chat said it right. There hasn't been one match where it's like, damn, that's going to be a runaway match. I think all 8 of these matches have potentials to be like some of the best we've ever seen.
I think you're right. And it was like I said just before, right at the end of this, is there is no runaway winner in any one of these matches. Every single one of them has a shot. Yeah, sure, we all have our favorites for those matches, but let's roll that 3-sided die, which there's no such thing, and roll that down. But
I'm waiting for Jay to prove me wrong now and find a 3-sided die, and he's gonna post it somewhere and just to rub it in our face now.
Probably, and you can't take a 4-sided die and just scratch out the 4. That doesn't count. So, but
it's just a picture of Jay's face.
That's right. Middle fingers up in the air. This is exactly what we'd hoped for when we talked about this. Was even matches that everybody's going to want to watch. Everybody's going to want to watch these matches because it comes right down to it. Like, the winners move on. And, I can release this now. The winner of the entire tournament faces the full metal champion at the Snowball 3 at the end of this year. So that's what's up for grabs in this one. It's going to be crazy. And this is just round 1 of the rookie side. And
it's going to get harder once people win out of this. And then you look and you got to, like, it gets into Sophie's Choice then. I mean, it's just like, God damn.
Like, if you just go down the list and you start to pick I'll just use the picks that I made in this one. So let's say you take the winner of match 1 and match 2. That means you've got Doug Castle versus Nick Carley for the second round of the tournament. Match 3, you've got Chris Doman versus Kurt Kalikowski. Are you kidding me with that? Then you've got, Jay Burns versus Bill Carriola. Then you got Joshua Vasquez versus Tim Briscola. Or you've got Ethan Beller versus Nick Tuhig. You've got Mark Kameyer versus Dustin Mason. You got Kurt Kalikowski versus Jacoby Bancroft. You got Andrew James Barr versus Brandon Dunlap. I mean, anyway, and then you could go to the rest of them and put them in those matches, and they're still amazing matches because we have so many skilled, amazing players to play.
And then you got to factor in veterans then too with that.
And then and as soon as, so let me explain to everybody, because I know I wrote it down and it was a lot of writing to read for most of us. So right now the veterans bracket is made up of veterans.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I got it here. So we have Matt Queller, Jeff Big Pop of RU, Renee Villarreal Jr., Brian Michaels, Caleb Boatman, Thomas Eanes, Dominic Rizzi, Caleb Coho, Mike Hanley, James White, Russell Howe, Sean Sandberg, and Lucas Schilbach. There are 3 remaining spaces. So what's going to happen first, while we are doing the rookie side, we are also going to be playing a number 1 or a number 1 contender spot between myself and Michael Campbell. We're the 2 most highest ranked in the things next to the champion. And that gives us the right to play one another in order to face Jake Marangoni, who Emma McAllister, who got the winning bracket for singles last year during that tournament. She passed her contender shot over to Jake. So Michael, and I are going to play. The winner of that is going to face Jake. And then the winner of that is going on to face Jeremy in October. I'm going to sneeze.
Maybe not. Wait for the sneeze. There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
So there are 3 spots. So one of those spots is going to go to the loser of me versus Michael, and then one of those spots is going to go to the loser of whoever it is, me or Michael versus Jake. And then the last and final spot will be whoever loses the championship match. And so it'll either be me, Michael, or Jake versus Jeremy, and one of those 4 people will be in that last spot. So that's how that bracket is going to match up again. And just so we keep everything as fair and awesome as possible, the veteran side will also be randomized. We will not be going on records. We're going to keep things fun and enjoyable, but we're going to randomize that draft as well. So by the time we get through the rookie draft, we'll have already had the championship match, and then we'll be able to randomize the vet side, and then we'll be able to play and back and forth at that point. But that's everything. So if there's any questions that you want to ask them now while we're both here. What do you think about that, Jeff?
Before we get into that, fucking Jay right now, he goes, Jeff, check your messages. I sent you something special.
Oh my God.
And then of course, you get Tony in with here. It's his penis made it look like a 3-sided coin. Now, you know what fucking Jay sends me right now? He sends me a goddamn 3-sided right. That's a sorry piece, everybody, with a 1 and a 2 and a 3 on it. God damn you, Jay.
Whoa, what? What?
I know.
Jay,
leave it to him. But going back to the actual subject at hand, and not 3-sided dices or sorry pieces made to look like dice. This is an exciting time. I mean, this is probably one of the most ambitious tournaments we've done in quite some time, especially with all these rookies we got coming on. We got 24 rookies, and then we got an entire roster of veterans as well. You have so we have 24 rookies, and then probably about 16 veterans. 16 veterans. 16. Yeah. So that's 24 and 16. That's 40 players. 40 players.
Yep.
Having a shot to go for the title. Let's do the math really quick. So you get 40 players. I still have his fucking penis comments still on here right now. Hold on, your chances of winning this tournament or getting to the belt. I was like, just to get to the belt, you have a 2% chance right now. I'll say out of 40 competitors, it's a 2% chance.
That doesn't sound very good.
The chances are very slim, but all it takes is one person.
That's right.
One person. And that's just to get to Jeremy or potentially Jake or you or Campbell, whoever wins that matchup right there. It's just going to be goddamn.
This is crazy. It is the most aggressive and largest tournament that we've done. And to take the sheer amount of new players that we've had, throw them into something, let them shine on their side of the bracket, and start putting some wins together, start putting some amazing matches together. That's what we want to see. We want to see that. That's why we're having all these matches. We want the rookie side to get nice and seasoned before they start, before they start the trek over to the veterans. The veterans have been through this multiple times. They've had multiple matches in singles already. Some of them have gone up for the championships, whether or not in teams or in singles. So there's a definite advantage when it comes to doing when it comes to experience on the vet side. But that's what I said. I went through every league that these guys play in, and they're not newbies. That just because they're rookies doesn't mean they're newbies. These guys have got skill, and that's the reason they're here. Just a quick mention before we I guess we're going to close this out pretty quick. Just a quick mention: Teams is coming back. We're going to start Teams up in about middle of September while the tournament is going on. So we're going to be really busy here, but we love it. So it's going to be good. I know that I'm looking forward to getting back playing in teams. There's a particular person in the chat right now that I have some unfinished business with, Brian. But that's right. Sorry, I just had to sneeze again.
A good question was brought up by Angie Barr. Who won the team bracket challenge, or did we not have a winner? I do not remember.
I believe that I'll get back to you guys on that one. I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to say anything out of things. I know that Emma, I think that she won both, but I think there might have been somebody else in the teams that
Brian Michaels just commented Emma, Ryan, and Caleb, I think.
Yeah, so we're right now trying to figure out what we want to do for those guys for teams.
Because also keep in mind, everybody too, we got a lot of new teams as well.
That's right.
So we have to do a lot of like sorting everything out and kind of like going through everything right now. So bear with us right now.
Exactly. So unfortunately, teams has just been like, because we've been trying to get as many people singles matches as possible because we just have so many new players. Take those new players and add them all together and put that many teams in there as well that we have that are new. We've got some new formed teams. We've got some broken up teams who've gotten new partners. So we're really trying to figure out what we want to do with teams right off the bat. But I think you guys are going to really like what we come up with. Like I said, mid-September-ish, end of September, we're going to start her right up.
All right. Sounds good. So, all right. So that pretty much wraps up for us here today. I mean, like we got our matchups for the rookie side. We will be doing another video for the veteran side, probably
middle October.
Once we figure out who Jeremy is going to be playing for the title belt there, and then we'll come back, do the same shtick again, get everything going. So you'll see who I unfortunately have to play.
Exactly. The thing is that it'll be, as soon as we know who Jeremy's opponent is going to be, then we'll be able to do the draft, because then it'll either be the next person, whoever they roll randomly to play that blank person will either be Jeremy or whoever else is the champion. One of us four.
Mm-hmm. And
it will not be me.
You never know, Sandy. You never know. But anyway, guys, that's gonna about wrap it up for us right now. Hey, look, Caleb Coe posted in Multiplex, guys. So yeah, I mentioned this earlier before. We're gonna have another match dropping today. So as soon as this is over, I'm gonna be loading it up to the channel, and then I'll post it on the Facebook page for you guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Again, thank you all very much for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. I mean, I know the chat had a great time. I had a great time watching them. But yes, we got ourselves a tournament ready to go. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It's only gonna get better from here, guys. So rookies, good luck to you in this tournament. Get ready. If you thought classic was one thing, singles is a whole nother animal. So get yourselves ready.
And just one last thing, I will be posting up this rookie draft, all the matches and their competitors, a little later today or tomorrow. So it'll be up there for everybody to see. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make polls for every single match in that thing and let you guys have some fun. So, but Jeff, I think we're done today.
I think we are done today. Everybody, thank you again very much for tuning in today. Hope you all enjoy your Friday. Be safe out there, everybody. All the love to you. For Sandy Robinson, this is Jeff Varu. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. We'll see you guys next time, and we'll see you come tournament time. Take care, everybody.